all set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens.
Please welcome your 2026 Baltimore Ravens.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from the bank. Machine Ali on a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
First down, here's Lamar. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lamar off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's making a bid for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play fake with Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson now on third. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now Jackson off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
For the Ravens field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
We've set it down from 37. Connects on run to Jameson Williams. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. First down on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Goff off the play action. He's got a man left. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. That safe route working the sideline, complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting the quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And this one does not go far. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. It's Henry on the counter. Boyd finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front 7, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one gains 7. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Baltimore
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Jackson throwing here. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They trying to figure out this 3rd and 7. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Goff on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Goff on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
And the Lions 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. On first down, it's Gibbs. He has room past the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
14, Ravens 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. Baltimore running its offense out now. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Henry gets it here to start the drive. We'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Lamar. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught by Flowers. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Right back to Flowers they go. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now here's Lamar. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 5 on the play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Jackson yet again. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Tight end going in motion here. First down, here's Lamar. Finding Flowers. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4.
Lions 14, Ravens 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. First down throw from Goff. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the third. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Goff working from the pistol. To the right, he's got to Sloan. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. They're going to throw again. Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That goes for a gain of just 1, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Goff. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That's complete to Sloan. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down. A gain of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Gibbs scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
21. Ravens 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down throw for Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First and 10, here's Jackson. The left side is napped by Bateman. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. He dodged the tackle. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
Lions 21, Ravens 18.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Complete left side. It's to Slaw. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play fake with Jackson. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. He fields this at the 18. Escapes the defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 from the 32. Play action here with Goff. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 18.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens got to score in a hurry. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Jackson to throw it. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. That one connects. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 25.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And roll up the Lions there to recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.